So a little over a year ago, we met with a fertility specialist and he told us that IVF was our only option to have a baby. And as you can imagine, it was pretty devastating. That's not news that anybody wants to hear. And for me, it was really hard because with IVF comes so many important decisions that you had to make. And I just felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. So from the beginning, it's just an emotional roller coaster. You're overwhelmed with all this information. You're being pumped full of hormones, and the drugs made me crazy. I am not generally a very emotional female, but I was a mess. I think what a lot of people don't realize is that IVF is draining physically, emotionally, and spiritually. In the midst of this time of such uncertainty, I had no idea what to expect. And I think the thing that I learned the most through that experience was just to trust the Lord like I've never trusted him before. I think as women, we want control. And in that time period of my life, and still to this day, everything is so out of my control.
Hey, I'm Megan Smalley, and I'm the owner of Scarlet and Gold.
Hey y'all, I'm Coral Dean, and I'm the art director for Scarlet and Gold. So I myself struggled with endometriosis for years and years. So I didn't know if I was going to be able to have a baby. Ended up getting pregnant and having a baby this past December, and but with endometriosis, there really isn't a cure. So I do understand the struggle that some people have maybe when they have some sort of illness that the realization that there isn't a cure and you just have to have hope.
I think one of the things that sticks out to me, I talk a lot about what people have said or haven't said, but in the darkest moments, Coral has been such a steady rock for me. And I think, it's not because she's done anything or said anything special. Like, she's just been there for me. She listens, and she doesn't make me feel like I'm crazy or that something's wrong with me. She just listens and tries to encourage me. And I think because she gets like the feeling of uncertainty and not knowing what the future holds, and in those darkest moments, you need somebody that's just gonna lift you up and pull you through.
Right, and so out of our many conversations, we've had a lot of heart to hearts, and Megan, told me that she's finally ready to start the process again, and that was really all I was waiting for. I didn't really want to push anything on her. I just wanted her to be ready. So once she mentioned that she was ready, but it was maybe financial was the only thing holding her back. I just knew that there had to be a way that we could do something and we could help. So that's kind of where the idea came from, and I thought, what better way to use this amazing platform that we have and our gifts and talents that God has given us to benefit and help other people.
And I think for me, what's so cool is that this campaign is such a beautiful picture of what we're called to do as Christians. We're called to be the hands and feet of Jesus. And my team has just rolled up their sleeves and said, we want to help, and we don't care what that looks like. And they have loved me so much through this, and it's a humbling experience. I feel like I am a giver by nature, and so it's been really hard for me to sit back and just accept the help and let people love me. And I've learned so much through this process, and I feel like the Lord has shown me in such a beautiful picture of how much He loves us. I think this whole campaign has made me feel so incredibly loved, and that's just a tiny portion of how much the Lord loves and pursues each one of us. And so I hope that at the end of the day, if nothing else, this campaign shows you how you can love a friend or a family member going through any struggle. At the end of the day, people just want to be loved, and it's just such a beautiful picture of what that should look like.